unpack. I'm ready to go. I'm standing here outside your door. I hate to wake you up to say goodbye.
Alright, so I am back in maybe my very favorite place in the entire world. I'm here in Vava'u, Tonga. So if you've been following along since the very beginning of our family adventures around the world, Tonga was one of our very first stops. We are in
Tonga, the kingdom of Tonga.
We are on the small island of Vava'u, which is
Good morning.
Small detail, but I'm quite proud of the fact that I think I was wearing this exact same tank the first time we recorded our video in Tonga, and I'm very proud of the fact that my lucky Tivas have made it the entire, what has it been, like 2 years, 45 countries, all around the world, and these Tivas, these exact same Tivas, have made the journey. Props to you, Tiva. But this time's a little different. I don't have Jessica here by my side. Because we have baby number 3 on the way, she decided to stay home with the kids. But I gotta do something very special. One of the best things about life is when you can take something you love, or in this case, a place you love, and share it with the people you love. I got to bring here to Vava'u, Tonga, some of my family.
No, I'm not trying to be rude, but hey, pretty girl, I'm feeling you. The way you do the things you do remind me of my Lexus cool. That's why I'm all up in your grill, trying to get you to a hotel. You must be a football coach. The way you call me, play my field. Now it's like to rush the boy. Once I get you out the clothes, privacy is on the door. Stimulating me, you scream more. Girl, I'm feeling what you're feeling. No more hoping, wishing. I'm about to take my key and stick it in your ignition. Can I hear this?
Oh my goodness, so much fun having my family here in a place that I love so much. It's just such a cool experience. Swimming with humpback whales is a life-changing experience. I remember so clearly my first times in the water with a humpback whale, and so it was really cool to be here with my family who had never been here before, never swam with a humpback whale before, and I got to relive that joy and that excitement of swimming with a humpback whale for the very first time. There it is! Wow! There, Chris. It's on this side. Come take my spot.
It's right out there.
It's still at the surface. There it is. There it is. We got our first happy cry.
Oh, I love whales. I want to get in the water with them. That one right underneath us.
Oh my god.
Oh, when you pulled me, I was like, what? Oh, my God, my heart is like, mom and baby, mom and baby. And when Garrett pulled me, I was like,
And her eyes go.
Four whales, four whales. Oh, wow! Whales, maybe 5. Okay, so you go in. Go in and swim to the other side.
that was for real. That was huge. What?
Yeah, when they're right below you and they start coming up, you're like, oh, wait, we got a think we have to move.
I'm like,
amazing.
which way?
That was
Which way are
amazing.
you going? Which way am I going?
Wow.
Swimming with humpback whales is such a unique thing. I want to explain what the day-to-day process was like. So we would wake up super early. My entire family is just early birds, and we like to exercise and eat a good breakfast before we get our day started. And so, I mean, we were up probably about 5 a.m. every morning working out. So after exercise, after breakfast, we'd make our way down to the dock and meet our boat with our guides. And that's when the day would start. We would just head out to the sea and be on the lookout from the very beginning, because you don't know where these whales are gonna be. Sometimes you'll see one right away. Sometimes this can be hours and hours of waiting, a lot of patience, looking for a whale.
You taking a pic of me taking a pic.
Boom, bruises. Oh, I gotta tell you this story about a spider. And by spider, I mean the biggest monster you could imagine. For reals though, not exaggerating. It was like this big. My family and I were in a taxi. And by taxi, I mean our friendly local neighbor named Tita was giving us a ride in her van. It was nighttime, and that's when we see this monster-sized spider.
Spider likes the white legs.
No, not spider legs.
Where's our white legs?
Tita, are you gonna kill him before you pick us up in the morning?
Jesus looks weird. It's Sarah Fresh. Oh my gosh.
Do you see it?
Of course I see it, Garrett.
It's looking right at me.
Don't take your eyes off it. Oh my gosh. She could not be driving slower.
The best thing about this is that Shelby could reach in the back and get a machete. Go, 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 go.
Wait, you gotta hold my hair.
Thank you so much.
There's no way to do it and guarantee safety. There's no way.
You can't, you have to.
Yo, you need to shine the light. This takes
I'm
two.
shining.
And there's no way this is gonna kill it, man. It's just gonna freaking jump at me. Gosh. Suck it!
Maybe slap it.
Ah, no!
Good luck to you. It was the funniest thing ever, and I didn't even get the best part on camera, because after all the madness of having a monster-sized spider in our taxi, we finally get to the door of our house. I'm getting the keys out, and all of a sudden I look at Shelby, and there's this massive spider. Another spider was on his neck. One of the most special experiences I've ever witnessed is seeing a mother humpback whale with her baby calf. Seeing a mother humpback whale with her baby calf is just one of the most special things I have ever witnessed. I want to do a good job of explaining it because it is that incredible. So you have the mother humpback whale and the baby. The baby calf is what, like 2 to 3 weeks old, the ones that we saw on this trip. So when we calmly slip into the water, the first thing we see is the mother humpback whale hanging down below the surface deep. And the baby calf will either hide right underneath its mother, sometimes it'll go right above the nose. And the mother can hold its breath for like 30 minutes, whereas the baby is only holding its breath maybe 5 to 10 minutes. And so the baby will come up, take a breath, and then go back down and hide under its mother. And then it'll come up and take a breath. And if you're calm and you don't scare off the mother and the calf, sometimes the calf will be curious and it'll come over and interact with you. And the whole time the calf is interacting with you, you can see the mom like peeking up with one eye, just like totally aware of where its calf is. And if it feels good about it, it'll let the calf play and interact with you. The moment you do something, or the moment the mother has any reason not to trust you, it'll go up, get the baby calf, and they'll head off on their way. curious these baby calves were, that they were learning. I mean, even Shelby, he, for some reason, like flipped around and did a 360 in the water, and then the baby calf did the same thing. It flipped over and showed his belly to the surface and then flipped back, totally just mimicking and playing with us. So my very favorite mother and calf experience of this trip was when my sister Christina, my sister's a ballerina, and she started doing this like dance as if she was luring it in for a kiss. And the calf like went with it, and it slowly started coming closer and closer to my sister. And then it even like reached out with a pectoral fin to my sister. And right when the moment came and the calf was gonna give my sister a kiss, my sister chickened out and bailed. Afterwards, I was like, what were you doing? You were about to get your first kiss from a calf. One of the coolest experiences ever. She was freaking out.
Oh my god, probably the best. Did you see how close of you came? No, did you?
I got it perfect. It was right nose to nose like this.
So the mother and calf experience is this calm, beautiful experience. In contrast, there's something called a heat run. This is when 2, 3, 4, maybe more male humpback whales or escorts will pursue a female in this madness of a race called a heat run.
They don't move me fast either, they move it really slow. Yeah, the big one in the front. Wow. Whoa! Oh wow! Yeah, ready to go in the water. What? I feel off! Go!
This trip has been so amazing. I'm so grateful I got to come here with my family. I love Tonga, and I'm going to continue to work hard because I want to come back here hopefully every year of the rest of my life. The last story I'm going to share, because I never want to forget it, is my experience with my very favorite whale. I call him Spy Hop. So when I got in the water with Spy Hop, he was kind of just going along his own friendly way, but then an idea popped in my head, something I had learned from my fellow freediving friend, Ali. And for some reason, I just started waving like this to Spy Hop. And no joke, it sounds silly, but all of a sudden it caught his attention and he kind of turned my way and was like, what are you doing? What's going on? And this massive humpback whale just started to approach me. Not only did he approach me, but he came up to the surface, poked his nose out, or Spy hopped, and then just continued to hang around with me and play with me. so much to the good people of Tonga for letting us visit your land and experience your beautiful ocean. Thank you to Scotty Portelli and the entire team that we worked with on the boat. Thank you to my family for being so wonderful and joining me on this adventure. And thank you guys so much for watching. All right, time for me and my trusty Tivas to get out of here. Jess and the kids, I'll see you soon. Bye.